And I was talking to my doctor today, and she said, when you feel tired, lay down. Your body is asking you to give it time to heal. So that's all I seem like I've been doing for the last year or so, but I'm healing, and I'm so much better.
And actually, I've taught you, or at least encourage you to have naps.
Yeah.
Because I've never had a nap in my life.
Yeah, but you do them really well.
Like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had my first nap, and I thought, why have I been fighting this?
Remember that doctor in Atlanta? We went to him for something.
Yeah, he's dead.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
But anyway, the last thing he said to me when you got off the table, was he a chiropractor?
But he was like a super chiropractor.
Yeah. Anyway, he said to me, you make sure he takes naps.
Yeah.
And he said that 3 times. Make sure he takes naps.
Yeah. Well, he took the ultimate nap. Yeah.
He was a real good doctor. In fact,
I'm
Nick
sure,
Gonzalez.
Yeah, I'm sure he's doctoring right now.
Dr. Nick Gonzalez, who I interviewed in at least 3 of my books, maybe more. The reason we went to Atlanta to this doctor, because Alan has something wrong with his neck, and Nick Gonzalez said to me, I've never done this before, but I'm recommending that you go to Dallas, and this doctor is a chiropractor. I'm sure he said he was a chiropractor. And he said...
but he invented that incredible machine that being used by chiropractors all over the world.
Right, and he said, I've even sent my wife to him. So when that doctor said to me, make sure he takes naps, I thought, I'm listening to you. I miss Nick Gonzalez.
I do too.
He was...
he was the real deal.
Yeah, he was sent by God.
Yeah.
His protocol for cancer was, and don't laugh, and the media did was make fun of him. Coffee enemas.
But it has to be organic coffee.
Yeah.
Preferably free trade as well, but at least organic, because if you use regular coffee, if you knew all the...
Remember that article we read the other day about
all the terrible things that are
conventional versus organic coffee?
You wouldn't even keep it in your pantry.
You wouldn't. But anyway, he was so successful in curing people's cancer through coffee enemas. And I said, why? And he said, well, the liver is like a sponge. He said, and when you take the coffee in by enema, it goes up and it like loosens up the sponge, which is the liver. And then you take pancreatic enzymes, and that eats the debris. Debris is cancer or toxins. And I've always believed that he was murdered, but I have no way to prove that. But he was supposed to, present 126 case studies to the medical board in New York of stage 4 cancer patients, including pancreatic, all of whom had been alive 10 years or longer. And
by the way, those books have been published.
My books.
No, his books.
His books, yeah.
With those 120 people.
Yes, right. And when I interviewed him, and then I interviewed his patients, they were telling me these miraculous things. And so it makes sense, doesn't it? Detox the body, i.e. coffee enemas, and then clean it out with the pancreatic enzymes.
But he also, for both of us, he delved into our past, our family past, and created diets that were consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Starting with your
right, exactly.
early cellular life.
If you're from the islands, it's going to be a plant and fruit-based diet. If you're from the Arctic, it's going to be mainly meat and fat and fish.
Right. Anyway.
But I'm from LA. So
anyway, I talked to Nick Gonzalez 3 hours before he died, and he was asking me about my gut, because he knew the connection point with the gut and poor health. And then I found out he was dead. He went into the next room and had a massive heart attack. And so at the funeral, his widow said to me, "Did you know he got an anonymous call?" And I said, "I did not." The caller said, "You're going to be murdered. You won't know where it's coming from, and it will look like a heart attack." Well, that's what happened to him. So I think he had a predictable walk from his office to his home every day, and if you wanted to follow him around. So anyway, you could track his movement. So anyway, his widow said to me, the anonymous caller also said he should talk to Mike Baker. Do you know Mike Baker? I said, "I don't, but I know that he used to be with the CIA and now has a company called Diligence Inc." So I called Mike Baker. "Do you know Nick Gonzalez?" "No." "Do you know you were mentioned in this anonymous phone call?" "No." I said, "Well, you were with the CIA. Does the CIA have a way of creating a heart attack in someone?"
Now, I have to interject.
Yeah.
We're not implying that the CIA had anything to do with
No.
this, okay?
No, not at all.
It's just that what you're doing is learning about what tools are available
Yeah.
to do this kind of work, which obviously are with other people other than the CIA.
Right. Anyway, I said, "Does the CIA have a way of inducing a heart attack in someone?" He said, "Yeah, I can walk by you and hit your arm like that, and 3 hours later you'll have a heart attack." So somebody went after him. It was so sad. Sad funeral, everything. I think of him, don't you, Alan? I think of him every day.
Suzanne Somers, the actress well known for playing the blonde, narrow-minded roommate who lit up the small screen on Three's Company.
"Well, this is typical, getting a girl pregnant. Only a man would do a thing like that."
I was always really proud of that character because she had a moral code. She wouldn't take your husband or boyfriend. She'd never lie to you.
And one of TV's most iconic fitness pitchwomen has died at the age of 76. Somers passed away peacefully at home in the early morning hours of October 15th. The 76-year-old actress has been fighting this aggressive form of breast cancer for over 23 years. Somers started her acting career in the mid-70s with guest appearances in The Rockford Files, The $6 Million Man, The Love Boat, and One Day at a Time, before landing her breakout role of Chrissy Snow opposite John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt in the ABC sitcom Three's Company in 1977. Somers exited the phenomenally popular comedy at the end of season 5 amid a contentious salary dispute with ABC.
I was the first female who asked to be paid parity with men, and I got shot down.
She was replaced by Jenna Lee Harrison at the start of season 6. Somers ended up suing ABC for $2 million, claiming that her Three's Company firing damaged her reputation in show business. The suit was eventually settled out of court. "I've been playing what I think is one of the best dumb blondes that's ever been done, but I never got any credit," she told the New York Times in 1980. "I did it so well that everyone thought I really was a dumb blonde." In the 90s, Somers pivoted from acting to health and fitness, becoming the spokesperson for the infomercial-driven phenomenon, Thigh Master,
I used to do aerobics till I dropped, then I found Thigh Master.
before finding success again in TV ABC's hit show Step by Step.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it.
The blended family sitcom, which ran for 7 seasons, with Somers starring opposite Dallas's Patrick Duffy. Additional TV credits for Somers includes the syndicated sitcom She's the Sheriff, CBS Candid Camera reboot, and season 20 of ABC's Dancing with the Stars, where she finished in 9th place. This past July, Somers announced that unfortunately her breast cancer, which was first diagnosed in 2000, had returned. My condolences and prayers of healing to her family in this tough time, and prayers of healing to everyone fighting with this horrible disease. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.